Hello, everybody, and welcome to another mini episode with me, DJ Batman. In today's episode, we're going to talk about why modern TV shows and movies suck nowadays. Now, I wouldn't say that every single modern movie nowadays or TV show sucks, but overall they do, and I'll tell you why. It's because nowadays we have a culture where if we put, for instance, a black person in a role, or a gay person, or any of that stuff, these companies have to go out of their way to make sure you know about it. And they make sure they tell you in every interview, trailer, sneak peek, all that stuff. And it's really annoying. And I'm not saying because people like that don't belong in movies. What I'm saying is I want things to go back to the way they used to be. Like, for instance, like with the Star Trek franchise. Nowadays, they literally tell you, oh, this is the first black female captain. Wrong, wrong, and wrong. You know, Janeway, first woman main captain of a show. Black female captain, there's been plenty in the series and also some of the older movies. You know, and then it's just... But back when Star Trek, for instance, like I'm talking about, did stuff like put a certain race in a role or having characters do a certain thing, they didn't tell you. They just did it. Because by going out of their way to tell you, it's just most likely going to make you not want to watch it. Not because you don't like it, it's because a lot of people don't like being told what to do. It's just a mechanism in ourselves that when people start coming at us with something, we're going to, coil back. Not as a, I hate you thing, but more as a, I'm being, pushed out into, stuff's being pushed into my bubble. So it just makes that person recoil and actually just, want to hate it more. That's why, like I remember watching shows when I was younger, Family Matters and stuff, where pretty much the entire main cast is black. And I didn't care. You know why? Because it was just a good show. They didn't, they had certain stories in there, but it made sense. But overall, it wasn't about, making anyone feel bad about themselves. It was just trying to bring up certain issues and then dealing with them, in a peaceful, caring, without doing too much damage kind of way. But nowadays, it's like you turn on a movie or a TV show, and it's like, within like the first few minutes, the character has to be like, I'm gay. And it's like, nobody cares. Like, what does you have to being gay have to do with anything? Unless that's literally your character, and then it just seems like a stereotype. For instance, I think it was a Lethal Weapon series. No, not Lethal Weapon. I'm forgetting. But there's been many movies and shows that had gay characters in them that weren't like over the top or in your face. It was just they were a normal person that just was gay, But they didn't need to tell you. They didn't need to make sure the other character knew or any of that stuff. It's just everybody knew. It was just like a who cared kind of thing. This person's being themselves and they just are gay, But them being gay doesn't have anything to do with the story. It's just that's who they are. It's just like a character being old or young or black or Asian. It doesn't matter. It's just about who the character. Like there was a thing Avery Brooks said, which I thought it was great, which is somebody asked him what was it like playing the first black captain, and he's like, how do you play a color? Like how do I play black? Like doesn't make any sense. You can't play a color because it's just the color of your skin. He plays the character of who the character is. They may do stories that bring up how certain things were hard for black people in the past, but they did it in a way that wasn't like trying to make anyone feel bad or hate themselves or any of that stuff. It was just, here's what's going on in the past, and here's what we shouldn't do in the future, kind of thing. But I don't know. It's just, it's hard to watch stuff nowadays because every time you do, it's just, they have to tell you, and it's just like, I don't care. I don't care what your skin color is. I don't care what your race is. I don't care what your gender is. I don't care. Unless that's the whole plot of the movie. It's just a side thing that you can just show it without saying it, and everybody will know. It's like, it's not that hard to tell, if someone's gay or not. There's certain ways that you can do things that will make it pretty obvious without needing to specifically say that the character is gay, or what their gender is or whatever. So it's just, I just wish we would go back to the way things were and make movies based on just making fun, good quality movies, whether or not people thought they were good or not. Because when I go back and I watch older movies, I see the care and the love that the actual people were trying to put into it, but unfortunately it didn't quite come out the way that they wanted for other people. But it's just that the heart and soul was there, and now it just feels like people are just pumping out movies just to make as much money as they can, but also try to cater to as many people as possible, which is what's wrong. That's why Doctor Who's gone down, Star Trek, and many other franchises, is because they're trying to appeal to a very small audience who doesn't really spend money on that stuff anyway. It's the same thing with Marvel and all this other stuff. Making different characters gay that originally were never gay, making characters black that were never black, making characters, basically taking roles from people that could have had it. Like, for instance, Disney... side little thing, Disney has replaced almost every redhead character in the Marvel franchise with a black character. And I'm not saying that black people don't belong in movies. What I'm saying is we need to use characters that were specifically designed for black people and bring those characters to the big screen so that they can actually get the recognition they deserve. And don't screw up the character like they did with Black Panther and making the whole thing seem like a pathetic way of living. It's like, oh yeah, we're going to cut ourselves off from the rest of Africa because, screw all them. And it's just, they ruin the character, but, it's just taking characters that are originally written a certain way or drawn a certain way and then changing their gender or race does not fix anything. All it does is create problems. And that's basically what I'm saying is leave stuff the way it is alone, make new stuff, but ultimately it's just, I don't think we're going to get that anymore because it's all about fitting agendas and letting people know about them. So, but that's why I say, for anybody out there, support local people, support small creators, people that write their own comics, people that write their own cartoons and animations, or even the few things like South Park, or Spitting Image, that actually, don't care about their people's feelings and are going to mock the people they feel like they need to mock. But they go after everybody. So, but support those people that are actually making their own comics, their own movies, their own TV shows, that are actually making stuff not to push agendas, but just more of tell stories, but once in a while bring up issues in a way that's not directly like obvious. Well, it's obvious, but not like holding your hand kind of obvious. It's kind of like an episode of Star Trek, the original series, where you had these two races on this planet, and it was each of them were black and white, but they were black and white on the opposite side. And because of that, they hated each other and wanted to kill each other. Basically, it was a way of bringing up racism and how, like, people of different races will hate each other just on their skin color. But without it being, like, directly, like, oh, this person's white, this person's black, and they hate each other. It's a different alien race who's having these issues and trying to figure them out. And it, makes it so you think, which is what it should be. I shouldn't need to be told who's in the movie and why they're in the movie. You know, they should just make it and let me watch it and judge it based on that. So, you know, I want characters to be in there for a good reason, not just to be put in there, you know, so. But anyways, I hope everyone enjoyed. Again, if you like what I talk about, please let me know with a good comment, because it's always good to know what people think, so I can kind of get a good view. And also hit like if you like what I do, and follow if you like for more of my shows. Also, if you'd like to support the show, I will always have my links from my Etsy and my Teespring store. I have lots of great stuff, and I'm always adding new things, so go and check those out as well. But anyways, hope everyone takes it easy. And like always, I'm going to be leaving with a song, and we're going to be doing a song called Find a Way by an artist called Bo the Drifter. I'm DJ Batman, and I'll see you next time.
Destruction. And I'm back to a place that I left a long time ago. Just give me a sec while I smoke this cigarette. My aching body feels better still. What do you do when you just pick up my guitar? Too much on your plate when I need to escape. Everything will be better when I find a way. When people leave, do they ever think about you? Say if I ever came back again. Well, I still wonder and I miss you. I know I'll ask you when I see you again, my friend. What do you do when you get the blues? Just pick up my guitar. Too much on your plate when you need to escape. Everything will be better when I find a way. Oh. What do you do when you get pick up a guitar and too much on your plate when you need to escape? Every little thing will be